good to others out of your own personal goodness, you are trying to show them that you are good. But in servant evangelism, you don't just do good things for the sake of doing good. You do good things to others so that what will be highlighted will be the love of God. By nature, sometimes we feel it is so hard to do good to other people, especially those that don't deserve to be treated good. To the people that maybe offended you, to the people that have disappointed you or put you down. Sometimes it's so hard for us to do all of these things. Much more doing it for the right reasons. Now, previously, you do good because people expect you to be good. You please other people with what you do. But now it will be different. You do good things because you don't want people to see you anymore. What you want to be seen in your life is the love of God at work in you. The changes that God did for you will be the same changes that God can do for others, for those that will know what changed you. I believe, my brothers and sisters, there is no such thing as small thing when you put that small thing into the hands of God. Amen. No matter how small it may be, the issue is not how big or how small is the good thing that you're about to do. The issue is that can you put it into the hands of God and just trust God that God can multiply the impact of what you are doing. So you cannot just measure it by your own ability. Put it into the hands of God and trust God. Okay, for you to understand what I'm trying to say, I'll use an illustration. Okay? I'll give you a test. Are you ready for a test? Nobody's answering. Nagkatakot tayo sa test, ano? No? We're afraid of test? Okay, this is just a very simple question. Okay? Para hindi kayo mahirapan, this is a multiple choice question. So, no-brainer, okay? We will not think about it anymore. Just make the choice. This question, this challenge is, I call it, what would you do challenge? Okay? What would you do challenge? Okay. Listen to me very carefully. Imagine yourself one night driving your car, if you know how to drive or you have a car. In a stormy night, you were driving your car all alone. And then you pass by a bus stop. Okay? And in that bus stop, there were three people waiting for the bus. Okay? And you felt suddenly the conviction to help at least one of these three people. You want to help them because you know it is a stormy night and the bus at night, of course, hindi na siya ganun kadalas, no? Madalang na siya. So, you want to help them, you know their condition. And then, the three people that you saw are these people. One, the first person in the bus stop is an old sick woman who you think, when you saw her, looks like she's about to die. Okay? Waiting for a cab or a bus to take her to the hospital. Okay. The second person you saw in the bus stop was a good friend, a friend who did you a big favor. Next slide. A friend who gave you a lot of things, did you a lot of favor, and you felt this was the right time to return the favor. To show him that you appreciate everything that he did for you in the past. And the third person in the bus stop, no? Maybe you know these people.
Marian
Okay.
Rivera.
If you're a woman, no, maybe you saw this hunk, no? Kamukha ni Ding Dong Dantes. There in the bus stop waiting for the bus and you're single and you felt, wow, this is a great opportunity to know somebody. Or if you are a single man, you saw somebody as beautiful as Marian Rivera, what would you do? Of course, you will think that this is maybe an opportunity to meet somebody. Now, this is the question. You only have one space available in your car. Okay? One seat, one available seat in your car. Question is this. Who among the three persons in the bus stop will you give a ride to going home? Who will choose the old sick woman? Raise your hand.
Ako.
Okay.
Siyempre.
Good. Expected. Expected. Who will choose the good friend that did you a lot of favors? Raise your hand. Only one is a good friend. Yeah? One or two. Now, who will give a ride to somebody that looks like Mariam or Ding Dong? Raise your hand. Si Ding Dong ang isasakay. Okay. Now, this same question was asked in a job interview, 200 people, only one got the answer. Okay? Only one got it right. When we were going to Whistler during the conference, after the conference, we went there for a tour. In the tour bus, the only one that got it right was the bus driver, because he was a driver. Okay? The answer is this. Okay? What I would do is this. I'll get the keys of my car, give it to my friend, and say to my friend, bring the old sick woman to the hospital, and then go home. So what will happen to me? I'll be left in the bus stop together with this wonderful, beautiful, So it serves all our purposes, right? The point of this illustration is not actually the illustration. But look at it this way. When you think out of the box and think in a manner that it would serve all people, even just one act can serve all three purposes. What do I mean? Sometimes you think that we can do nothing for the Lord. Sometimes you think that we're nothing in front of God. We are just there to sit and to be served and to worship and praise and pray. But other than that, we cannot do anything. No. Because even the small things that you think you can do can be multiplied in its impact when you put it into the hands of God. If the purpose of what you're doing is to show the main thing of the love of God. I remember a story in the Bible. A young boy who went to see Jesus and listened to his preaching, together with more than 5,000 people in the wilderness. They followed Jesus wherever Jesus went, until they did not realize that they were in the middle of the wilderness, in the desert maybe, where there was nothing but sand. Dinner time came, and Jesus said to the disciples, "Go find a place where you could buy food for all of these people." Of course, the disciples answered Jesus, "Are you joking? Where can we find food in this desert? There are about 5,000 men, excluding the children and the women. Even if we can find food, we do not have the money to buy all the food that can be given to all of these people." But Jesus said to them, "Go and look for food." So the disciples followed, even though they think that Jesus was like acting crazy, asking them to buy food for 5,000 people. But the good news was they found food. They found food. Only one person among everybody brought food. And who is that? The boy. He brought two fish and 5 loaves of bread. Okay, I know this boy is really a young boy because ganun talaga ang mga bata. Because when I read this, I remember my children. They always forget about a lot of things. When they go to school, I bring them every morning. Try to drive them to school every morning because whenever I come home late at night, they're already sleeping. That was my time for us to be talking like 5-10 minutes driving to school. Every now and then, they tend to forget a lot of things. Books, notebooks, pens, everything. And many times, I have to go back and bring what they left at home. But there's one thing that I observed that they don't forget. Before they go down the car, they tell me, "Daddy, baon." It's their allowance. They don't forget their baon. They don't forget their allowance. They forget everything else. I don't know here in Canada, but there they don't forget their allowance. Okay? Now remember this boy. When I see that story, Talagang this boy would bring food. He was the only person